DC News Now at 4. A Virginia man accused of filming young students without their knowledge.
Nothing short of disturbing and disgusting.
Details on the disturbing allegation. Plus, watch your water usage. The advisory starting today for thousands in Prince George's County and how it's hurting one car wash business.
Well, it's going to be another cool start to our morning, but temperatures rebounding, getting back into the 80s. The look at the forecast coming up.
Then, remembering a beloved football coach. Former students talk about his lasting impact on and off the field. And stretching your dollar. If you have the travel bug, you may want to consider booking your next trip now. We'll tell you why.
Another deadly shooting, this time at a high school in Georgia. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Now, police say a shooter is in custody after killing 4 people and injuring at least 9 others. Now, the shooting sent students scrambling for shelter, first in classrooms and eventually to the school's football field.
This all happened this morning at the Appalachian High School in Winder, Georgia. It's a small community about 50 miles outside of Atlanta.
And at this time, it's not clear yet if the shooter was a student. Cameron Leroy was in the classroom when he heard gunshots.
Something fell at first, and then it just wouldn't stop. And then I was like, damn, please don't be shooting. And then it happened. I was just scared. It was just a lot to, it's still comprehending it. It's so much. You never think it's going to happen to you until it does, and then there's nothing you can do about it.
Officials have so far not shared the identity of the victims. Traffic going to the school was backed up for more than a mile as parents tried to pick up their children today. President Biden has been briefed about the shooting in a statement saying, in reference to the gun violence, we cannot continue to accept this as normal.
Now, DC News Now will stay on top of this breaking news. Be sure to stay with us meantime on air and online for any major developments. When we're not on air, you can find the latest on our website, dcnewsnow.com.
All right, Annalisa, closer to home, former Fairfax County Public Schools contractors behind bars. And we do want to warn you that some of the details can be disturbing.
Yeah, for sure. Now, police say he filmed children on school grounds there without their permission, and he also possessed child pornography. Now, today, police in Fairfax County public school leaders announcing new charges against 25-year-old Arturo Elmore Aiden. Our Randy Bass joining us live now with the latest on this.
Yes, Police Chief Kevin Davis called Arturo Elmore Adan a disturbing and sick man, saying he now faces 24 felony charges just 25 days into their investigation here in Fairfax County. Some of those charges stemming from upskirt photos he allegedly took of a little girl here at Churchill Road Elementary School in McLean. Police executed search warrants on his phone after he was arrested after allegedly touching a little girl and taking a photo up her shorts at a Reston grocery store earlier this month. On his phone, police say they found 400 images of child sexual abuse material downloaded from international websites, along with 7 videos he allegedly took himself, both here at Churchill Road Elementary School and Fox Mill Elementary School in Reston. Police say his victims were little girls between the ages of 6 and 8 years old.
What our detectives discovered inside Elmore Adon's phone was nothing short of disturbing and disgusting. These 7 videos were surreptitiously filmed by either hiding his phone in a bathroom or by placing his phone underneath the dresses, skirts, and shorts of the young children. Detectives are still combing through over 1/2 terabyte of digital content.
Again, the 25-year-old man arrested in this case worked here alongside other workers with an after-school program that still does business with Fairfax County Public Schools. More on that coming up at 5 o'clock. Police say they are concerned there are additional victims. Anybody who's had any contact with him at all is urged to get in contact with detectives. In McLean, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All new at 4, turning now to sports. The Washington Commanders have suspended the team's vice president of content. An undercover video allegedly showed him making derogatory comments about players and fans. The video posted by O'Keefe Media Group shows Rael and Teen calling some players dumb and homophobic and calling fans high school educated alcoholics and mouth breathers. Now that video also records Teen calling NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell a $50 million puppet. A spokesperson for the Commanders saying the language used in that video runs counter to the team's values. The team says an internal investigation is underway.
All right, taking a live look outside at the Kennedy Center. Another clear, sunny, beautiful day in the DMV. Our
Brittany Ward is in for David Matson today with a look at our forecast on this Wednesday. Brittany, it has been nice, but yeah, a little chilly for me. You know, I was telling Mark I need my coat.
Yeah, you know, it was definitely a chilly start to our morning, Annalisa. We rebound pretty nicely this afternoon, but as you head through your Thursday morning, yes, you are going to need the jacket once again. But stepping out the door, not looking too bad across much of the area. We saw a few passing clouds, and high pressure will continue to dominate our weather pattern as we head through the rest of your evening and even into your Thursday. Temperatures right now sitting in the 70s across much of the area. 77 currently in the nation's capital. Lower 80s there in Lexington Park, 81 as you head over there to Luray. And dew point temperatures, well, they are on the quiet side. We're talking 40s to 50s, giving us the drier air across the area, which is why it's so nice when you are stepping out of the door at this hour. So as we head through your day tomorrow, we'll slowly start to see those temperatures rise into the lower 80s by Thursday afternoon. Still going to be holding on to a mixture of sun and clouds. However, as we head through your day on Friday, that's when we're going to be tracking some showers as we head into the overnight hours. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast coming up.
All right, Brittany, thanks so much.
And this just in, for an assistant principal in Spotsylvania County, Virginia, is accused of assaulting a 5-year-old student. 52-year-old Misty Kelly is charged with misdemeanor assault and battery. Kelly works at Spotswood Elementary in Fredericksburg. The child's mother says that her child had bruising on her back and ribs. The child said that Kelly grabbed her after she said that she didn't want to walk. Kelly has been placed on administrative leave.
Meantime, Montgomery County Police says a 12-year-old boy committed at least 7 burglaries since August. Now, the most recent incident was last night when officers say he stole a car. We're told the break-ins happened at a BMW and Audi, Porsche and Jaguar dealerships as well in Rockville and Bethesda. Now, the boy was taken into custody last night after getting stopped with the car near Eastern Middle School in Silver Spring, but he is now back in the custody of his parents.
Well, we're learning more about a court hearing today for a man accused of helping chain his partner's children to a bed in Fairfax County. The mother of the boys, ages 7 and 9, are also charged.
And we're not identifying either to protect their identities, and we do want to warn you the details can be disturbing. The judge ruled the partner will remain behind bars because he's a flight risk. The boy's mother was released while she waits for trial. Now, according to the Commonwealth's attorney, the couple would leave the children locked up alone in the Alexandria home at times. For so long, they were unable to use the bathroom and would have to urinate on the bed. Now, prosecutors say they would regularly laugh and make fun of them while they were chained as well. Now, on Tuesday, we talked to a neighbor who said he saw what happened that night.
Saw all the police start showing up one after another. The kid was just, you know, standing there he looked like he was in distress.
The couple is due back in court for a preliminary hearing next month. Meanwhile, the boys are now in the custody of their father.
Well, staying in Fairfax County, a driver has been charged for a deadly crash in Annandale. Tae Hu is accused of failing to yield on a left turn, leading to one person being killed and 2 others seriously injured. The crash happened back in February. And investigators say the crash happened when Hu tried to turn left on Braddock Road and was hit by a car.
Well, happening tonight, people in portions of southern Prince George's County are being asked to conserve water. WSSC says it needs to replace a failing water main. 40,000 homes and businesses will be impacted in Clinton, Rosaryville, Marlton, Brandywine, Accokeek, and portions of Fort Washington. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joins us live now at a car wash in Clinton. And Daniel, how is that impacting this business there?
Annalisa, as you can imagine, places like car washes, laundromats, and even dry cleaners use a ton of water. You can see the guys right behind me cleaning cars. So for WSSC to put out this ask, it's no small feat for businesses. So we wanted to figure out just how big of an impact it will have. There's a steady line of cars at Pro Wash in Clinton and a steady flow of water for now, before WSSC wants customers to limit water usage starting at 8 p.m.
We have a couple tanks, water tanks and pressure washers. We're going to try to bring it to the shop and see if we can do the work.
But they'll have to close one of 2 bays to set up the water tanks. How many cars do you typically wash in a day?
Normal, we do like 90, 100 cars a day. Yeah.
And with the restrictions of only using the tanks?
Like that, we can do like 40, 45 cars.
Half the cars and half the revenue they're used to. WSSC saying it's necessary to replace a failing 16-foot-long section of water main under Dower House Road, near where Brittany Wills lives.
We're not going to run the dishwasher twice a day. We're trying to wash up all of our clothes now.
At the grocery store, shoppers are preparing for the next few days.
I had to come out and get water, and I'm conserving. I've already washed clothes, so I'm straight for the rest of the week.
WSSC is asking people to limit using washing machines and dishwashers to full loads only. Stop watering lawns, washing cars, and topping off pools, and take shorter showers, quickly turn off faucets after use, and limit flushing toilets.
In compliance, so they can do what they need to do. I'm trying PG County. I'm doing my part.
And these guys will be doing their part, just getting some last-minute washes in before they start work tonight. WSSC says the essential use only request goes into effect again starting at 8 p.m. and is expected to last for 3 days. If everyone complies, it could prevent a boil water advisory. We're live in Clinton. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel, thank you. In the district, the National Park Service says that they found what they are calling a secret chamber under the National Mall. It was discovered during a utility work and part of the Smithsonian Castle Revitalization Project. It's said to date back to 1947. It's 9 feet in diameter and 30 feet deep. National treasures or secret symbols were recovered, but none were recovered. But the discovery offers a neat glimpse into the National Mall's past.
Well, happening tonight, the Wharf in D.C. is hosting the final Rock the Dock show. It's a free concert series that has been happening all summer long. The finale is tonight at 7 o'clock. It will feature the R&B soul group Pebble to Pearl. You can watch that show and catch it at the Transit Pier along Wharf Street.